आज के लेक्चर का टॉपिक है ऑक्यूपेशन नंबर रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ वन डायमेंशनल सिंपल हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर. A particle of mass m which is moving in one dimensional potential of the form ux equal to 1 by 2 kx square, then as we already know the classical Hamiltonian for this one dimensional oscillator is written as h equal to px square by 2m plus 1 by 2 kx square. And if we write the Hamiltonian operator or quantum mechanical Hamiltonian, then all of the observables like h, px, x, these will be replaced by their quantum mechanical operator. So the quantum mechanical Hamiltonian for one dimensional simple harmonic oscillator is h equal to p square by 2m plus 1 by 2 kx square. On h, p and x we are having k. Find out the energy eigenstates and energy eigenvalues of this simple harmonic oscillator. We use Schrodinger equation H psi n equal to En psi n. This is stationary state. This gives stationary state of the oscillator, and this method has already been solved by you in previous classes. This technique is quite typical or quite lengthy, you can say, because first of all you have to find out the energy eigenstate of simple harmonic oscillator by solving time independent Schrodinger equation, and then after getting energy eigenstates you will have to find out the energy eigenvalues. But there is one more technique which is comparatively easy, and this technique is use the operator method, and for this purpose we define two dimensional S operators, capital X and capital P. Capital X equal to square root of m omega over 2h cross x, and capital P equal to 1 over square root of 2mh cross omega p. And we can write the Hamiltonian H in terms of these new variables x and p as h equal to h cross omega p square plus x square. These new operators x and p also follow the commutation relation x comma p as I solve here. This is x comma p, small x comma p, which is equal to IH cross, and then we see that the commutation relation for x and p is equal to I by 2. It means this commutation relation shows that there is no simultaneous eigenvalues of x and p, and it is simply h, the small x and small p, which is related by the commutation relation x comma p equal to IH cross. Now we introduce non-Hermitian operators A and A dagger. A is equal to capital X plus capital P, while A dagger, this is equal to capital X minus I capital P. X and P are Hermitian, while A and A dagger are non-Hermitian. You can check this from this equation, because if you take the dagger of A, then you have X equal to minus IP, and so you can say A dagger is not equal to A, so these are non-Hermitian. And if you put the value of capital X and capital P from equation number 3, then you have A equal to 1 over square root of 2 mh cross omega m omega x plus IP, and A dagger equal to 1 over square root of 2 mh cross omega m omega x minus IP. Now, if you solve the commutation relation for A and A dagger by putting the value of A and A dagger from equation number 7, then you see that A comma A dagger is equal to 1. It means A and A dagger do not commute, and A dagger minus A dagger A is equal to 1. Because A plus A dagger equal to 2m omega over square root of 2mh cross omega x cap. So x equal to small x equal to square root of h cross over 2m omega A plus A dagger, while small p equal to minus I square root of mh cross omega by 2A minus A dagger. It means from equation number 9, we can write X and P in terms of non-Hermitian operators A and A dagger, and H, we know that H equal to P square by 2m plus 1 by 2 kx square, and K equal to m omega k square. So on putting the value of P and X from equation number 9 in H equal to P square by 2m plus 1 by 2 kx square, and then after solving you have H equal to H cross omega A dagger A plus A dagger, and A dagger can be written H A dagger A plus 1 plus A dagger A. So capital H equal to H cross omega into A dagger A plus half, or capital H equal to H cross omega A dagger A plus half. It means you can express the Hamiltonian in terms of operator A dagger and A as H equal to H cross omega A dagger A plus half. And to obtain the energy levels, let psi n be an eigenstate of Hamiltonian H, then you can write H psi n equal to En psi n, and from previous equation H equal to A dagger A plus half, so A dagger A plus half into 1 by 2 cat psi n equal to En over H cross omega psi n. And if you operate A from the left of equation number 11, then you have A dagger A plus half A psi n equal to En over h cross omega A psi n. And you can write it A dagger plus half into A psi n equal to En over h cross omega into A cat psi n. And if you write A dagger equal to A dagger A plus 1, then this term becomes A dagger A plus 3 by 2 A psi n equal to En over h cross omega A cat psi n. Again, if you write this A dagger A plus 1 by 2 A psi n plus A psi n equal to En over h cross omega into A cat psi n, on transferring this term in this direction, in this side, then you can write A dagger A plus half A psi n equal to En over h cross omega minus 1 A psi n. And you see here h cross omega A dagger A plus half A cat psi n equal to En minus h cross omega A psi n. And again h cross omega A dagger A plus half equal to h. So you can write h A psi n equal to En minus h cross omega A psi n. So it is clear from this equation that A psi n is also an eigenstate of Hamiltonian operator H, as psi n was the eigenstate of H. It means A psi n is eigenstate of Hamiltonian H with eigenvalue En minus h cross omega, and we have defined that h psi n equal to En psi n from this. So here we are seeing that due to action of A on psi n, the eigenvalue of Hamiltonian H has been reduced by an amount of h cross omega. Hence, action of A on psi n reduces the eigenvalue. So this is known as the lowering operator or destruction operator also. It destructs the energy of eigenstate. Similarly, if we operate A dagger from the left of equation number 11 and again solve this equation, then we find this equation h A dagger psi n equal to En plus h cross omega A dagger cat psi n. Calculation is here. This equation also represents that A dagger psi n is also an eigenstate of Hamiltonian H with new eigenvalue En plus h cross omega. And clearly, the eigenvalue has been increased by an amount h cross omega. So this operator A dagger is known as the raising operator or creation operator, because it creates the energy or it enhances the energy. So In this manner, we can say that operator Adaker is creation operator, while the operator A is annihilation operator or lowering operator for the simple harmonic oscillator. Now, we can define the vacuum state for simple harmonic oscillator. As we have already discussed that psi n is an eigenstate of the Hamiltonian operator H, and as I discussed that the operator A, when operating on the state psi n, reduces the energy eigenvalue by an amount h cross omega. So, on repetitive operation of A on psi n will continuously decrease the eigenvalue of psi n, and it may become negative also. But there is no significance of negative eigenvalues. The eigenvalues for an observable or for simple harmonic oscillator should be positive. So, there must exist an eigenstate psi 0 for which the energy is lowest, or say that is E0. That means the eigenvalue of psi 0 is E0, psi 0, when you are operating A on psi 0. So this state is known as the vacuum state. So you can say that the vacuum state is nothing but it is the state of minimum energy. And if you operate Adaker on this equation, then you have Adaker A psi 0 equal to 0 psi 0. And now use H psi n equal to En psi n. If n equal to 0, then this equation will become H psi 0 equal to E0 psi 0. H equal to Adaker A plus half H cross omega psi 0 equal to E0 psi 0. Breaking into the parts, you can write Adaker A H cross omega psi 0 plus half H cross omega psi 0 equal to E0 psi 0, and this term is equal to 0. So 1 by 2 H cross omega psi 0 equal to E0 psi 0, and hence E0 equal to 1 by 2 H cross omega. This is the lowest energy of one dimensional simple harmonic oscillator, or you can say that this is the energy of the vacuum state for simple harmonic oscillator. This result is different to the classical results because classically the lowest energy of one-dimensional simple harmonic oscillator is 0, while quantum mechanically you have the amount of energy 1 by 2 H cross omega for the lowest energy state. So there is a contradiction in the results of lowest energy for one-dimensional simple harmonic oscillator. And as I discussed already, that the operation of A Decker on any eigenstate psi increases the energy eigenvalue. So if you apply A Decker on the state psi 0, then you can have higher energy state. Say that energy state is psi 1, then you can write psi 1 equal to A Decker psi 0. Now if you again apply A Decker on psi 1, or you can say A Decker psi 0 equal to psi 2. So repetitive application of A Decker on the minimum energy state will give you higher energy state. Or if you apply this operator A Decker on n times on psi 0, this should be psi 0, not psi n, but this is psi 0, then you can have psi n equal to A Decker n times A Decker get on psi n. As we already know that when you apply first time on A Decker on psi 0, then you have the energy h cross omega by 2. If you apply 2 times, then this energy will increase by an amount h cross omega. On 3 times, this will increase by 2h cross omega. So you can write that on operating n times A Decker on psi 0, you will have En equal to h cross omega n plus half. So this is the energy eigenvalue for the simple harmonic oscillator. And if n equal to 0, then this is equal to 1 by 2 h cross omega. N equal to 1, then this is equal to 3 by 2 h cross omega. For n equal to 2, this is equal to 5 by 2 h cross omega. So the minimum energy is h cross omega by 2, while separation between first and second energy eigenstate is h cross omega. Second and third energy eigenstate is also h cross omega. And so we can say that the energy eigenstates separated by equal amount h cross omega. Thank you.